The sea sparkled like 1,000 diamonds scattered across a vast blue canvas. The sun beamed down, casting a warm golden glow that danced on the water's surface, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. It was a perfect day for adventure. The kind of day that beckoned explorers to leave the comfort of their homes and venture into the unknown, driven by the promise of discovery and the thrill of the journey. On the horizon, Dawn Island awaited. Lush and green, it whispered tales of mystery and wonder. The island seemed almost magical, with its dense forests and hidden coves, each corner promising a new secret to uncover. 3 friends, Maya, Alex, and Leo, stood aboard a rickety raft. They were on a mission. Their goal to find the legendary Blox fruits. These fruits were said to grant extraordinary powers to those who found them, and the trio was determined to be the first. Ready for adventure? Maya grinned, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She had always been the fearless leader of the group, her enthusiasm infectious and her spirit unbreakable. Alex, the cautious one, adjusted his glasses. As I'll ever be, he mumbled, gripping his trusty backpack. It held his notebook and a collection of maps. He loved maps. They were his guide, his way of making sense of the world. Each map was a story waiting to be told, a puzzle waiting to be solved. Leo, the jokester, puffed out his chest. Born ready. I bet I'll find the first Blox fruit. He held up a wooden sword, his grin wide. Leo's confidence and humor were the glue that held the group together, always ready with a joke to lighten the mood. Excitement crackled in the air. The friends could feel the electricity of the moment, the anticipation of what lay ahead. It was a feeling that made their hearts race and their spirits soar. They paddled towards the island, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Each stroke of the paddle brought them closer to their goal, the promise of adventure driving them forward. What treasures awaited them on Dawn Island? The island was a place of legend, its secrets guarded by time and nature. The friends knew that whatever they found, it would be an adventure they would never forget. The friends reached the sandy shore. Dawn Island was even more vibrant up close. Giant flowers bloomed in every color imaginable. Strange and wonderful creatures chirped in the trees. Maya, ever the explorer, darted ahead. Her pigtails bounced as she navigated the undergrowth. "Come on, slowpokes," she called, her voice echoing through the jungle. Alex trailed behind, meticulously marking their path on his map. "Maya, wait. We need to stick together," he huffed, pushing his glasses up his nose. Leo, bursting with energy, raced past Alex. "Last one to the top is a rotten banana," he yelled, disappearing into the dense foliage. Their quest for the Blox fruits had begun. The jungle was a maze of emerald green. Sunlight dappled through the leaves. Strange and wonderful scents filled the air. It was like stepping into a whole new world. Suddenly, Maya gasped. Hanging from a vine right in front of her was a fruit unlike any other. It glowed with an inner light, its skin a swirl of purple and gold. "A Blox fruit!" she breathed, reaching out a hand. It shimmered, pulsing with an unknown energy. Could this be the source of the island's magic? Before she could touch it, a loud screech echoed through the jungle. A giant red-feathered bird swooped down, its eyes fixed on the fruit. Danger lurked close. The bird was enormous, its wingspan wider than Leo was tall. It squawked again, a sound that sent shivers down their spines. This was no ordinary creature. Alex ducked behind a tree, his eyes wide with fear. "What is that thing?" he squeaked, clutching his notebook. He flipped through the pages frantically, searching for any information. Leo, never one to back down from a challenge, drew his wooden sword. "Don't worry, Maya! I'll protect you!" he shouted, his voice surprisingly strong. But Maya had a plan. She grabbed a nearby mango, ripe and juicy, and tossed it far to the side. "Distraction!" she yelled, hoping her idea would work. The giant bird, distracted by the mango, swooped away from the Blox fruit. It let out a satisfied squawk, its sharp talons digging into the soft fruit. Maya seized her chance. She plucked the glowing Blox fruit from the vine. As soon as her fingers touched its surface, a jolt of energy surged through her. It was like nothing she had ever felt before. Whoa, she cried, feeling a warmth spread through her body. The air around her shimmered. The jungle seemed to vibrate with newfound energy. The Blox fruit was potent. But what did it do? Curiosity and a hint of trepidation filled her. It was time to find out. As the giant bird enjoyed its mango, the friends decided to make a tactical retreat. They needed a safe place to examine the Blox fruit. Alex, ever the strategist, had an idea. "I think I saw a cave marked on my map earlier," he said, pointing to a spot hidden behind a waterfall. "It should be just around this bend." He adjusted his glasses, a hopeful look in his eyes. Following Alex's lead, they carefully made their way to the waterfall. The air grew cooler, the sound of rushing water growing louder with every step. This was the perfect hideout. Pushing aside a curtain of vines, they stepped into the cave. It was surprisingly spacious, with smooth walls and a soft glow emanating from glowing crystals. The cave was more than just a hideout. As they ventured deeper, they discovered it was filled with ancient carvings and strange symbols. It was like stepping back in time. "This place is amazing!" Leo exclaimed, his voice echoing off the cave walls. He traced the strange symbols with his finger, his eyes wide with wonder. What secrets did they hold? Maya carefully placed the Blox fruit on a flat stone, its glow illuminating the cave. "What do you think it does?" she asked, her voice hushed with awe. Alex, ever the scholar, pulled out his notebook and began sketching the symbols. "Maybe these markings hold a clue," he mumbled, his brow furrowed in concentration. Hours flew by as they studied the cave drawings. Each symbol seemed to depict a different Blox fruit and its unique power. This was no ordinary place. It was a library of ancient knowledge. Suddenly, Alex gasped. "I think I've got it," he exclaimed, pointing to a particular symbol. "This one, it looks just like the fruit Maya found. It represents the power of telekinesis." "Telekinesis?" Leo's eyes widened. "You mean, like moving things with your mind?" He looked at Maya, a mischievous glint in his eye. This was going to be fun. Maya closed her eyes, concentrating on the Blox fruit. She imagined lifting a small rock with her mind. Slowly, tentatively, the rock began to rise. It worked! With newfound respect for the power of the Blox fruits, they decided to leave the cave. They had found one treasure, but knew there were many more mysteries to uncover on Dawn Island. Adventure awaited. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the jungle, they reached the beach. Their raft bobbed gently on the water, ready to take them home. It was time to go. But first, a feast. They gathered around a crackling fire, sharing stories and laughter. They had faced danger, solved puzzles, and discovered amazing powers. It was a day they would never forget. As they munched on juicy mangoes and roasted fish, they knew this was just the beginning of their adventures. There were countless islands to explore, each with its own secrets to uncover. The Blox fruits awaited. With the taste of adventure still fresh in their hearts, Maya, Alex, and Leo sailed away from Dawn Island. The island grew smaller and smaller on the horizon, until it was nothing but a distant memory. They had learned so much. They discovered that even the smallest among them could be incredibly brave. They realized that working together as a team made them stronger. But most importantly, they learned that the greatest treasures were not the magical fruits themselves, but the friendships they forged and the memories they made along the way. Their adventure had just begun.